Oh, Tumso.
Very well done.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, first try.
Yes. And that's an Estonian name.
It
you
is.
told me.
It
Yes.
is.
Yes. But
Yep.
are you from Vero Beach? No, you.
Philadelphia. But
Philadelphia.
my parents were right off the boat after World War II.
Oh,
So.
wow. Interesting. Well, that would be another great show to talk about them and all. But and then we have Rokas. I didn't roll my R, even though I'm dying to.
Yeah, I don't roll
Okay. You're sick of that, huh? All your life. Rokas Česnakauskas. Let me say that again. Rokas Česnakauskas.
Very good.
Woo, and you are Lithuanian.
Yeah, right off the boat myself.
Literally, like you moved to the United States 4 years ago.
That's correct.
Yeah, and your English is excellent.
Wait for it. No.
Oh, well. We figure now that we're on TV, we can have subtitles, so you could be answering in Lithuanian, and we could be, and hopefully your friends in Lithuania are listening and watching, listening on iHeart and watching on live stream. And we have Vero Beach native, born and raised, Sean Dibble. Woo-hoo! And Sean, I remember you as a kid doing backflips, which I'm sure you can still do. I wish we had the room to see you do this. But with the Vero Beach Karate Association, I'm sure you're like black belt. What is your level?
Oh, it's
beyond like triple gazillion black belt level.
No, just black belt.
Am I embarrassing you? Yes, just a little.
It's a wee bit.
Yes, and I met you when you were a kid at the Vero Beach Karate Association, and some other kids who are now grown up too. Caden and Curran Clinton. This is a little known fact about Chunky Chat. They named me the Chunky Monkey in the hurricanes of 2004. We were looking at a Chinese astrology book, and I was born, they discovered, under the year of the monkey. Can you guess that? But they named me the Chunky Monkey, which led into Chunky Chat. So there's a little Chunky Chat trivia there. That's how we get that. So
very cool.
Well, you all are members, of course, of the Vero Beach Lifeguard Association. Eric, you're one of the founding members.
That's right.
And I do want to talk about your organization and what you do, because you have lots of events coming up too. But before that, we'll get to that in the second segment. But before that, I want to reach into your souls and learn what makes you tick. Why do you care about humanity that you would make this your life work? And so where to begin? Actually, I do think I know where to begin. Sean, you've got a story. The hairy man story.
Yeah, I was about like 8 years old or something like that, and we were on an unguarded beach. And
in Vero?
Yes, in Vero. And I got taken out by a rip current, and I was to the point where I was like really tired, and I was because
you were fighting it, maybe.
I was fighting it, and then I was getting to the point where, well, this is it. And then I saw this hairy guy swimming, and I asked for his help, and he actually pulled me in. All I remember is back air.
But you could grab on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see this little kid. That's so. I wonder. Did you? Well, now we don't want to embarrass him by saying his name, maybe. But did you keep in touch with him? It's just wow. So you were impacted by his act of heroism. That's the word. Heroism. How do you say it in Lithuanian?
I think so. Heroismus.
Oh, heroismus. I like it. It's very similar, huh? Yeah. But yet has fanciness, but no rolls of R's.
No.
Yeah. So at that moment, did you know? Wow, this is. I don't know.
I just went back to my way of swimming in unguarded waters. But later on, it turned into something, so that's cool.
It planted a seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this would be a good learning moment to explain. Eric, do you want to explain what to do if you're in a rip current and what a rip current is?
Rip current basically is a body of water, like a river of water going out to sea rather than coming in. What happens is people get into it, and it sucks them out. Then they're off their feet, and then what they do is they panic and they start swimming towards shore. Some of these rip currents run at like 8 knots. There's no way you're going to swim back in. And what happens between 20 and 60 seconds, they exhaust themselves. And that's really what gets people in trouble. If they would just let it take them out.
Because you're going far. You're heading straight out.
You might go 25 yards, maybe 50 yards, and it'll let you go, and then you just swim parallel and swim back into shore. But really, panic is what gets people. So,
like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Did you all see that movie? No, probably nobody knows what I'm talking about, but don't panic.
Try not to panic.
That's a very good life lesson for any situation. Like right now when I'm saying Česnakauskas, I did not panic.
See that?
So I always thought you just immediately start swimming parallel, but actually first you want to let it take you. You just surrender to it and let it take you out. until you feel that it's kind of let you go, but don't try to swim straight in because you're still swimming against it.
Correct.
Go parallel.
I also think that rip current is pulling for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, it dissipates and it will stop pulling you. So then you can actually maybe swim in, as long as you're relaxed, really. Either we'll come get you, or the
or you
ocean.
can save yourself by not panicking.
Yeah, exactly.
But so far this year, we've had 25 rescues, I think.
Oh wow!
Up until May 31st.
Specifically, rip current situations.
Rip current rescues, sure. So it happens all the time on our beaches.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we encourage everyone to swim near our lifeguard towers, either South Beach, Humeston, or JC Park.
Okay, and there are unguarded beaches, and I know that's part of your work with the Lifeguard Association is to raise funds to actually start to guard those beaches.
Yeah, we have 4 miles of beach in the city, so we'd like to have full coverage, at least so we can see. If we can't see them, we can't save them. So we want to try to get lifeguard tower at least on the weekends and holidays at Sexton Plaza and Con Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the heart of the hotel district.
Yeah, it is.
And right now it's basically unguarded. And who's going there? Mostly tourists who don't know what to do.
They don't have experience with rip currents, and
exactly.
They may not be listening to Chunky Chat or seeing it, so
exactly.
How would they know? So, Rokas, tell our viewers and listeners,
all right,
in English, your background, and I don't really know much about Lithuania. I don't know if I could identify it on a map. I have to tell you. Right. So, is there water? Are you?
I grew up inland. We have a Baltic Sea, right? But it's super cold, and it's pretty far from my hometown.
You look like a California guy,
Right? People say that I don't look Lithuanian. Yeah, but I didn't know anything about ocean when I got here.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed a job, really.
And you moved first to Port St. Lucie. That's where you started.
And I found lifeguarding somehow, and.
Were you at the beach and you thought?
Yeah. 4 years later, here I am. And yeah.
Yeah, and you all are trained ocean rescuers. I mean, you've got EMS capabilities. And talk to me. Who wants to talk about that?
Well, most of the things that we do, most of the situations we get into are medical situations, whether it be heart attacks, strokes, spinal injuries.
Heat exhaustion.
Oh, that's a big one, huh?
So most of our situations are really medical. So we all have medical, different variations of medical certifications that we're basically first responders. And if something we can't handle, then we activate the emergency medical system, and paramedics come out, and so a lot of our business is medical stuff.
Let's talk about something people are very fearful of. There's a lot of media attention, shark attacks. But there's always sharks in the water. They're not like more. It's just I think it's a media frenzy, like a shark frenzy.
Yeah, it's media hype. Exactly.
So people shouldn't be afraid to swim. It's summertime. And
it
you guys
grabs
are there.
people's attention, just like when these two guys take off their shirts today at the. You're just gonna, you want to sell, the audience, and what happens is that's what I think the media is doing. Is
I did that. I objectified you. You guys aren't on my Facebook. You didn't see it, but I did. I kind of promoted it like, they love to take their shirts off.
And Tania, I didn't mention one word to them until I got here because I knew they would say no.
Yeah, and you don't have to. We won't make you.
But that's a case in point is that, it's the media hype, and we see sharks every day out there, unless they come really close. It's their environment. We just have to be respectful of that and be smart about it.
And, just to explain myself, we took a cover for Luminaries, which is every Monday in the Press Journal, and for the Lifeguard Association for your beach ball event. And we took the shot, and then we had shots like with the shirts off, and so that's where that came from. It wasn't me just being like, a cougar or something here, but we ended up not using those shots because it's Luminaries. But anyway.
But if you go to vbla.org, well, we have a video of the beach ball, and these two guys auction themselves off. And so,
how much did you raise?
Almost $2,000.
Wow!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rokas got like $85 and he didn't have to take any clothes off, and I went all the way down to my skivvies and I only got 100.
Maybe it was the accent.
They like the foreigners.
That's it. Well, yeah, the beach ball, that raised money for the Lifeguard Association, which helps you buy equipment, and because there's budget cuts constantly.
And that's why we started it basically in 2011 to, help supplement the equipment and stuff that the lifeguards need here in the city. So to date, we've donated over $10,000 worth of equipment. So
wow, awesome.
Basically to ourselves, because not all. We've got about 25, 30 members. Majority are lifeguards, but there's also business people, community activists, folks getting involved in our
But ultimately,
cause.
it helps all of us. It helps me when I go to the beach because you've got the right equipment there for me if I need it.
Right.
Yeah, it's ironic that it's a number one draw for the county and the city is tourism.
Yeah.
Yet
but
it's
we're
kind of
lacking.
underfunded, so
Yeah.
that's why we stepped up and tried to fill in the gaps.
Well, we're going to talk more about that when we come back from commercial break on Chunky Chat. Woo! So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Woohoo!
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. EZ for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
The Patio Seafood Tavern has a little bit of something for everyone. Last night highlighted this fact. It started off with raves over the lamb T-bones featured on the Dine on a Dime menu from 4 to 6 p.m. Then came in a weekly regular with a friend and ordered the ribeye steaks. His friend was so pleased that he called his wife and told her she needed to join them for dinner. When she arrived, seared sea scallops with wasabi sweet mashed potatoes were waiting for her, and she was absolutely blown away. Towards the end of the evening, the patio's newest regulars joined us outside, sipped away on a couple bottles of wine while chatting and nibbling on appetizers, while earlier in the evening, the Indian River Cultural Council was having a working lunch in one of our private dining rooms, and yet another guest began making holiday party plans for December. Just all in a day at the Patio Seafood Tavern, 772-774-8232. The new old gathering place has a new lease on life. Don't miss out on lunch, dinner, brunch, and every Tuesday is Maine Lobster Night. Pound and a quarter lobster for $19.95. What are you waiting for?
Hello, I'm Chris Hudman, formerly of Bugmaster, now co-owner of Compass Pest Control. CompassPests.com. Compass provides a complete range of services, including lawn and landscape, termite prevention, and structural pest control for both residential and commercial clients. Find out why friends and neighbors are choosing a new direction and moving to Compass Pest Control. Call Compass at 772-413-1647 or visit CompassPests.com.
Welcome back to Chunky Chat, where we have conversations of substance with do-gooders and heroes. I'm Tania, and we have serious heroes in the house. We have, I'm going to do this all over again. Eric Tumso,
Very well done.
Rokas Rokas Chesnakauskas,
You got it.
and Sean Dibble. Woohoo! And they are members of the Vero Beach Lifeguard Association. And I want to learn more about that organization and your events coming up. But I realize, Eric, I didn't peer into your soul to find out why you do what you do, why you were motivated to start the association. What was your first experience at the beach?
Well, kind of like with Rokas, I just kind of fell into it. I had businesses up in New Jersey. And then in 2008, my wife and I decided to kind of give it all up, get out of the rat race.
Just 2008.
And we brought the kids down here, and my wife said, "What do you want to do that's like not too stressful?"
Right.
And we were sitting at a local restaurant, and she's like, "Why don't you just lifeguard?" I'm like, "All right."
I could do
I
that.
didn't even
Sure.
heard that story.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So I figured, okay, I'll do it, and not a lot of stress, which is true. But then you get situations where it's extremely stressful.
Right.
But yeah, I kind of fell into it.
How does it feel when you've got a situation where everything's cool, you're hanging out, you're looking through the binoculars, and then it's time to hit the beach and run and save a life. Like,
It's definitely a rush, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's the best.
adrenaline.
yeah.
But it feels great.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I think, why we all do it, for that adrenaline
Definitely.
rush.
Yeah.
You grab
yeah.
something out of the water and you're just like, you're amped for the rest of the day.
And the biggest reward, I think, of the job is actually, when you walk down the beach, you just save someone, and random people come up to you and say thank you, and they shake your hand. That's priceless.
That is
Oh,
priceless.
yeah.
Yeah. Although most people, statistically, when you save them, they get off the beach real quickly because they're embarrassed.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
But usually the bystanders will come up to us and say, "Hey, that was great," or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's rewarding.
It is.
It is
Mhm.
rewarding.
It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last experience that happened? Like last week or last month?
I
Or?
think last week we had quite a few rescues. Yeah.
Yeah, because the
Memorial
beaches
Day.
are getting full now. Everybody's out of school.
Summer's here.
Summer's here. I know with doing ride-alongs with the sheriff's office, that's when all the crime goes up too, because all the kids are out breaking into cars, and then they're all at the beach too, and
Yeah, a lot
but
of
the
people.
tourists.
Yeah, a lot of people think that summer's a slow time for us, but it's our busiest time of the year because all the Floridians, they go to the beach too.
Right, this is our time off.
Yeah, so we have. I think July of 2012 or 2013, we had, I think, 31 rescues in the month of July.
Really?
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, rip currents opened up and it was nuts.
Wow. And how many of you, like in one shift, are on the beach dealing with all those numbers?
6.
Well, 6 total.
Mhm.
Three
Two
city
each-
beaches. And
2 each tower.
Yeah.
6 altogether.
Wow. So you got your hands full.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Keeps us busy.
Yeah. Any standout experience that you remember that you want to say? I know you probably can't give details. You probably have some confidentiality. Any shark attacks?
Yeah, well, the big one was 2012 when the German tourist got her leg pretty much almost taken off. I was involved with that. Me, Tim Capra, Jordan Farrow, and Shanna Beard. Luckily, we were there and we were able to get her and save her. And, it was a National Geographic came out and did a little thing on it and everything. So that was probably the most highlighted rescue I've been involved with.
That'll change your life, I bet.
It's on Shark Week now.
Yeah, it's
Is
on
it?
Shark Week.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is
National
It
Geographic.
was actually posted on Facebook when I was in Afghanistan. I saw it on when I was in MWR.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
I have to get you back on to talk about your being a hero in Afghanistan. Wow. Wow. This is, we don't have enough time on Chucky Chat.
Too much.
But that was 2012 and that was one attack. So let's keep it in perspective, everybody. Don't panic. It's,
We had one the year after or last year.
But it's so, like, the percentage is so teeny.
A 1 in a million. You got a 1 in a million chance.
They say it's
We
gonna
haven't had one
start
yet
my
this
life.
year, so everyone be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're ready and you're watching. It's not like you're sitting back up there popping brews. No.
Well, we see a lot of people. We see between 60 and 80,000 people every month on our
What?
beaches. So, yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Just at our guarded beaches, And we can't really see the whole length of the beach. So it's always worrisome for us because we can't see everything that things like that happen.
I had no idea. Wow. You're alert.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about, because we have about 4 more minutes, let's talk about your events, because you got a lot of events coming up. You're going to be in the Veterans Parade on July 3rd from 7 to 9 on Ocean Drive. That's
quite a few of
That's
us.
at night.
Yeah, quite a few of us are veterans, so they asked us to come aboard, and so we'll be on our float. It's Ocean Drive, 7 p.m. on July 3rd, Veterans Parade. So VBLA will be out there.
Are you all making your float? Like,
We're
are you
making
decorating?
a float right now.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you what it is,
Okay.
but we're gonna be
show
out
up.
there with our float, and then the next day we are in charge of the beer tent at the fireworks.
Always popular.
That's Riverside Park from
That
4
was
in the
my
afternoon.
That
to
was
9.
really my brewski reference. I know you're not
Yeah.
on the job,
So
but
come on out and buy some beers from us and help us raise money for safer beaches. And then the 1st of August is Race to the Wreck.
Race to the Wreck, and there's a paddleboard race
And a
too.
paddleboard race along with it. Yep.
And the Wreck is the old. Gosh, help me with my history.
Brackenshire.
Oh, see,
There you go.
I grew up here, and you know more. That's why I have smart guests. It's important. Surround yourself with smart people. So when did it go down? And this was the
1894.
Oh my! Wow, very good. And so that's what sticks out. You can see it on lower tides. What? It's right outside or right across from the Ocean Grill, right? Did somebody
Pretty
just say
much,
that?
yeah. It's about 400 yards east of Costa de Este Ocean Grill.
Okay.
So it's about 400 yards out there, and it's deceptively
It looks close.
long. It looks
yeah.
close, and that's why we're always out there getting people off the wreck because they go out there. Yeah.
Because people are drawn to it.
Yeah, they have a few drinks. They'll go for a swim, and they.
And then they're drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a race that goes out there.
So
it's
it's a swimming race.
It's
Okay.
about 1,000 yards, depending on the currents. It'd be about 1,000 yards. 7 a.m. Waldo's registration. There's no pre-registration because if it's bad weather, we can't have it.
Oh,
So it's
makes sense.
$20 a person, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then the paddleboard race will be concurrent to that, and that's going to be a 3-mile race going out to the wreck and either going north or south depending on the currents. And all the proceeds, of course, will go to the VBLA, and we in turn will buy equipment and
Pretty
stuff.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, for what the lifeguards need. So it's a great event, a lot of fun. Thanks to Waldo's for
Lee
sponsoring
Olson. Yeah.
sponsoring
Who was
every year.
He's also on Planet Vero.
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. How many did you have last year?
We had a maximum of 50, and
Okay.
we reached 50, so we had to close it out. This year we're going to expand it to 100. So first 100 get in.
It's too bad we don't have Donna in here today because I think I remember a story of Jim was like, he was in it and then he was missing. But then obviously he did not drown, but that's Donna's husband.
Yeah, he was the last person to come in, but we call him the GOAT. You know, the last person in line is the GOAT, but he made it in safely,
Why
thank
is
God.
that? The last person in line is the GOAT.
I don't know how they came up with that.
Somebody researched that.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
have
yeah,
our
everyone
audience.
was safe. Everyone
Yeah.
was safe.
Excellent. And then you've got stuff planned through, you're participating in the United States Life Saving Association's National Lifeguard Competition. Where's that? Oh, Daytona Beach, right here in my
Yeah.
notes. Say I'm so prepared. Oh.
That's right. Yeah, in Daytona Beach, we'll be up there representing Vero, and then we've got the Shore Pound Throwdown, the largest one-day skim competition in the world. It'll be right here in Vero.
Ooh,
That's
at Sexton Plaza.
Sexton Plaza, and then we have the Poker Run Bar Crawl at Waldo's that same weekend. So
Wow,
we got a ton
got
of
a
things
lot.
happening. Yeah.
So people can go, we've got like less than a minute. They can go to your website, which is vbla.org, right? I
That's
should
right.
say that. I shouldn't say right because I'm just giving it out. And if I'm wrong,
VBLA.org, and if you can download the Barefoot Beach Ball, you can see these two gentlemen in their skivvies and quasi pornographic, but hey, it sells tickets.
That's right.
It sells tickets.
All right. Well, thanks for being on, Eric, Rokas, and Sean. And thanks for what you do to help us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank
We love you. Thanks. And thanks for watching and listening to Chunky Chat.
Bye.
Peace.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba